Here we are back with the Hildibrand Dawntrail storyline. We're going to be doing the 7.45 chapter of the quest, so the fourth chapter of Dawntrail Hildibrand. A little bit of a recap for where we are so far in the storyline. The case that's basically the crux of the Dawntrail storyline. We have Hard-Boiled here, who's the reflection of Hildibrand from the 9th. Because of, wibble wobble time distortion, he is older than our Hildibrand. And he's a hard-boiled, noir-style detective here in Solution 9. And through a bunch of shenanigans, we learned that one of the researchers from Yuye Iwata survived and has been, was responsible for putting, creating sort of like a false rehab program, and was taking criminals from Solution 9 and using them in experiments and putting their souls into beast bodies. And now he's he's taken these criminals in fiends' bodies, and he's using them towards some nefarious purpose that we're not sure of yet. Now in the sort of first big chapter, there was a petty thief in the body of an Cyclops who helped the guy steal Electrope, and in the second chapter we had a petty vandal who was helping him steal ceruleum from Shaloni. So right now the researcher guy has ceruleum and Electrope, and he's going to be using them for something, whatever his evil plot is. At the end section of the last chapter, all we know is that he said that Kenaloka, who is the head researcher at the facility, his achievements will mean nothing compared to what the heavens has gifted him. Now, we don't know what that means yet, but it could be because Hildibrand arrived on the little spaceship from Pew Pew, from Endwalker. Perhaps that's what the heavens gifted him, so he's been using that ship for something. Who knows? Who knows, but something's up with him. Now, he also has a sidekick, who we learned more about last time, the evil researcher guy. Now, I say sidekick, but I think they're both master villains trying to play each other, and that is one of the criminals that he had was apparently the former crime king of Solution 9 that Hard-Boiled himself brought in, who is a man called Carnelian, that Hard-Boiled eventually told us was from a line of spellcasters, and he's been put in the body of a mimic slime, so where he can look like anybody, and it seems like he's playing the researcher as much as the researcher thinks that he's playing him. So that fellow Carnelian has his own schemes. We also learned from last time that the reason why Hard-Boiled is shoot first, ask questions later, is because that's how he lost his partner. When he first confronted Carnelian, when he sought to brought in the Crime King, Carnelian wove some sob story, and that got Hard-Boiled to lower his gun. But when he lowered his gun, the Carnelian shot a magic spell, and his assistant took the hit for him and assumedly died. However, and that's why he's just that's why he was too soft boiled. He was too soft, and that's why he had to become hard afterwards, because he lost his assistant. However, there has been in the last chapter a strange insect. Now, Hard-Boiled fears these insects because apparently they're bringers of disease or whatever have you like that. But there has been this insect right over here. See the little guy right there in the corner that was following us around during the last chapter of the quest line, that was helping us in many ways, pointing us to the direction of standing by some clues, helping Hard-Boiled dodge some bullets when he was Nashu got accused of being the vandal because she had bombs on her or whatever, and so they did an old-fashioned Shaloni duel, Hard-Boiled and one of the miscreants that was trying to bring Nashu in for the bounty that was on the vandal, because the vandal had been blowing up buildings and things like that. We learned mostly as a distraction for them stealing ceruleum. They're mostly using the petty criminals as a distraction to be able to get what they want. but and you know, just being generally helpful. So I think what actually happened was the spell didn't kill the assistant, but changed them into a bug. And so Hardiboyle's a former assistant has just been transmogrified, and maybe we'll learn how to free her eventually. But yeah, we learned that obviously she's a lot like Nashu. There was also another character that was a lot like Wymond, who was like sort of the informant guy in Uldada's part of the Hildibrand quest line, but his name was Mymond. Here in Solution 9, who also deals in information. And yeah, so that was the major thing. We went out to Shaloni following the traces of this vandal and whatever this researcher is trying to do. We learned more about Hardboil and specifically his backstory with the Crime King Carnelian and his assistant. And we still have to be on the eye out for Carnelian because he is a mimic slime. He took the appearance of what was it, Kanaka, the sheriff from Shaloni. So we have to be we don't trust nobody. We don't trust nobody because it could be Carnelian in disguise. And we know that in character now as well because luckily it was Kanaka managed the sheriff man. I believe his name was Kanaka. I can't quite remember his name. He managed to come in at the last second and fight his double, and reveal him for the doppelganger that he was, because Carnelian's soul has been put into the body of a mimic slime, or whatever have you. I believe that's the biggest major points that we got in the last chapter of Hildibrand, and so now we're gonna see where this story goes from here as we continue on the trail of the researcher and his band of criminal thieves in beast bodies. So let's go. All right, a need for speed. Hardiboyle casts a resolute shadow beneath the unrelenting glare of Trueview's neon illuminations. A resolute shadow. Also, hey, Weaponized. Hello, welcome. Welcome on in.
Kelwyn, I was hoping you'd drop by. It took a bit of doing, but I was able to widen the crack I made in that storage device and yank out a couple new scraps of data.
I think this is the storage device that was originally from the research station that we found. I can't quite remember where we found this storage device, but I think it's talking about the experiments that were going down. The fiends? The criminals? Okay, yeah, that is the case.
The first file just so happens to be a record of Carnelian's procedure. Seems the bastard's soul was poured into one of those clot-type monsters.
Yeah. The mimic slimes.
They got an annoying talent for mimicking shapes and faces, which is exactly what Carnelian took advantage of when he tricked us with his fake Kamaka.
Okay, there we go. That's the name, Kamaka. I couldn't quite remember the name. Also, hold on. Turn up the music a little.
I was like, oh no, these bunch of idiots.
Never fear, Inspector! Hildibrand is here! Oh, sorry. No, never mind. Not Infect Spider. Never fear! Inspector Hildibrand is here. I know you feared I would not show.
No, I was hoping you wouldn't. Anyway, completely ignoring them, Kelwyn. Back to you. I'm talking to you, Kelwyn. Ignore these. Ignore these guys. The other file I pulled had details on yet another monsterfied criminal.
Also, Kai said got to go, got a Baldessian Arsenal run to do. Oh, hell yeah. Hope it goes well. Thanks for popping by to say hi. Also hope you're, you were doing a, what was it, the Chaotic Alliance raid the other day, yesterday too as well, right? Look at you, going and doing all the side content stuff. Hope you have fun with it. Hope you have fun with it. Hope that chaotic went well too. Man, I love the Chaotic Alliance raid. I can't wait for the whatever, if we get another one in the future. If I ever go back to that the first Chaotic raid there, I'm gonna be so rusty. I'm gonna be so rusty. But yeah, best of luck in your Bloodlusting Arsenal run. All right. More details on another monster-fied criminal. All right. Now it's just like, hello, we're here. You know, it just at any time.
This mook was nabbed for repeated vehicular violations, riding his air wheeler too fast, making reckless maneuvers, endangering others, that sort of thing. According to the data, he's running around in the body of a cactuar now.
Oh my, yes, I think we saw the preview for this. Not just any cactuar, I believe a barrel tender. All right, okay. Vehicular violations.
Judging by what we've seen of the researchers' schemes, he'll have dispatched the prickly speed demon somewhere outside the dome. But where?
Rejoice, my good detective, for I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, come bearing the very direction you seek. I have it straight from the mouth of the real Kamaka that an ambulatory cactus piloting a flying contraption was supposedly observed streaking through the sky on a southerly bearing.
Okay, yeah, because I guess they have to pass through Shaloni, right, to get to the rest of Thrall.
Oh my god, he actually has something useful to say.
Alas, despite hastening to confirm this sighting, our intrepid sheriff arrived too late to see the needle-covered individual in question. The report was summarily dismissed as fanciful imaginings of inebriated townsfolk. The insistent chirp of a veteran instinct nonetheless impelled me to investigate. Thus did my faithful assistant and I venture further south to question the colorful crowds of Tuliodal.
Yes, Tuliolol.
Tuliolol. That's what I said, Tuliodal. Ahem. Yes, there to find sober witnesses eager to tell of an airborne succulent.
They said it was moving at an incredible pace, sat astride a vehicle like the ones the mechanical invaders had ridden.
Ah, yes, when they attacked the sea, yes.
It was last seen zipping past a dirigible before vanishing into the clouds to the south.
Okay, took it all the way. Oh, with the dirigible, so we know probably Yaktel.
Alexandria's soldiers ride on air wheelers, so unless there's another flying cactuar out there somewhere, I think we have a man. Good work.
I love this the little sound effect that they've done. That's just like dilly. Actual good work, well done.
Almost. Too good, in fact.
Are you the Carnelian disguise?
Over there. Is that a new case I spy?
A case?
I'm on the lookout.
Hardly had to bait the hook. They're the real deal, all right.
We need a password, Hard Boiled. We need a password to say to each other.
Although, come to think of it, I don't know why anyone would bother to impersonate either of them to begin with.
Yeah. You know what? Sometimes they do good work. Look at these two. You know, they're hard-boiled. You're right, they're idiots. But there are idiots, and sometimes they do good work. They mean well. And they're surprisingly effective sometimes.
At least the lead seems solid enough. But if we're serious about catching this guy, you and me, Kelvin, these guys, whatever, we'll need an airwheel of our own.
I got one.
Come on. There's a shop nearby that does custom jobs.
All right. There appears to be no case. Oh, all right, follow that man. Our little bug friend has disappeared as well. All right, onwards to adventure. This direction. I thought we were going to the little carport over here. Also, like, last chapter of the Hildibrand questline. Oh, there he is. He's alive. I was gonna be like, last chapter of the oh my god, he's there with the bug. Last chapter of the Hildibrand questline, Nashu Sarkar was missing. Man, missing the we didn't find him in anywhere, but okay, it seems he's back. He's still here. He's still here. And the Oglops, which is the little bug, is with him. He's stalking Nashu. Little bug is stalking Hardboiled and helping him out. Anyway, let me take a quick sip of water here before we continue with the dialogue here. Stay hydrated, everybody. Stay hydrated. There's gonna be a lot of dialogue reading. Just gonna make sure to stay hydrated here. All right. Let's see. Nashu?
Oh, I could go for a nice bowl of custard.
Where custard in this? Did he say? Did he say they do custard jobs? Oh, that's in response to that. Custom, Hildibrand, custom.
This is the place. I used to be regular here, but I ain't been back in a while. Let's see if they still remember me.
Yeah, I think we've been there. There's several shops in this area that they haven't really done with anything with the interiors for, but there's a few of them. There's like one with like a fortune teller, and I guess they had this one too. Monum. What a cute name.
Well, well, look who the wind blew in.
Monum, I've come for my steed.
Yeah?
That bad old scrap heap. It's been rusted on my garage floor so long I doubt it can manage a slow trot, let alone a gallop. Happy to give it a tune-up if you got credits to burn, but I'll need you to supply some parts. A new high-voltage battery and superconductor coil at a minimum.
The chronometer's ticking.
The chronometer is and the clock's ticking.
I'll see if I can't get my hands on a battery. But can I ask you to track down the coil? You specifically, Cohen. I don't trust anybody else. These soft-boiled dopes wouldn't know a suspension spring from an anti-gravity gimbal. But you, I can trust you to find the right parts without cracking under the pressure.
Don't worry, we're adventure tried and true finder of things. I'm not a detective or got my number, do you? Yeah, you're aware that I'm actually a badass and I'm just following these guys. Just because I'm interested in where this tail goes and to be on hand in case shit gets fucked. I wanna say the second line just because I like that. It's just like, oh, game recognizes game. As he said in the last one, he said hard recognizes hard. Got my number to you.
Just doing it like it is. I know a tough egg when I see one.
I love it. We had the sort of like smug look there.
Boyle seems desperate to get his air wheel up and running, so I'll give you a tip. You want to coil quick length and salvaging the rides of defective sentries is your best bet. Don't tell me I said this, but you can totally just go scrap hunting. I'll even lend you this handy gadget to help you out. Set off the distress signal on the west side of Old Alexandria, and you'll soon have some murderous mechanical company to dismantle for parts.
There's a murderous mechanical company still going around? Little man is gonna be disappointed. Little man being Galulja. He was really sad that those guys were going on a rampage and he couldn't control them, and you're saying there's still some out there? Wait, these are defective though. Wait, are we going out to Heritage Found though? We know there's some defective ones out in Heritage Found because the lightning causes malfunctions. Sometimes.
I'll take these two along with me on the battery hunt. I'll mind the kids. Good luck out there.
Alright, well, thanks, Manum, for everything. For all we need to do this. Alright. Oh, good. It is outside. It is outside. Okay, this makes more sense now. Says use the destruct beacon at the designated location in the ruins of Old Alexandria and obtain a superconductor coil from the defective sentry. Yay, we're being useful. Roulette form of Maggie, the Mega Check. Oh man, it's far out. If this is all gonna be air wheeler focused though, perhaps we should get our own air wheeler out. Wherever the air wheeler is. We'll find it. Oh, here we go. Put this on our bar for the time being. Meow. All right. Stress beacon. Originally employed to request some reinforcements, this modified beacon emits a distress signal coded to attract the attention of defective sentries. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Wow, they're on a bike and everything. So we're taking their bike. Dun 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 dun. Or taking parts from their bike. That's why there's the salvagers out here, I guess. They've got salvaging a whole bunch of stuff from the ruins, and I guess from the defective guys. Alright, back to Solution 9. Forward and back, and then forward and back, and then forward and back. All the lightning tower wires all feed into Solution 9. That's why they can't take down the dome, though. Because they need the lightning ether that's being generated out there to fuel all their electrobe. If suddenly there was no lightning ether, like, the only way that electrobe works is in the presence of abundant lightning ether. So they just wouldn't be able to use electrobe on such an expansive scale as they do without it. So you'd have to, like, change their whole way of life. And they could. I think it would be worth it to be able to see the fucking sky. I guess you can just go outside the dome for that now, I suppose. And for it to be less dangerous outside and absolute, terrible for wildlife. Oh no, sorry, we're not going this way. We're here. I went to the default Hildibrand spot all the way back here.
I've been working like a Malala possessed lately, hearing about your exploits really gone fired up. Wow.
Hearing of our exploits. The more you know. I didn't realize they had some dialogue like this. I like that they have that we're using one of these side shops like this. All right, we're back.
Well, get your hands on a coil.
That we did. Essentially a real part salvage from a military grade vehicle. Hold on, Solution 9 music turned down a little.
That should do the trick. Now where did your mates run off to? Can't be that hard to find a store that sells batteries. You should probably head over to the Nexus Arcade and see what's keeping them. Heidelberg's taking sweet time buying a battery. Funny, you don't have to seal him at the type to window shop.
Nah, but he's babysitting the kids. The easily distracted kids, and who knows what happens. Okay, let's see what's going down with them.
Ew.
Here's everybody at the vendors. Oh, there's hard-boiled. Do we see Nashu? Or Hildibrand? I don't think so. Alright, well, let's just talk to Hard-boiled then.
Oh, little bug is here.
Kelwin, any trouble picking up that coil? Nothing you couldn't handle, I wager.
Nope, it was good enough. We got it.
As for the battery, I bought one easily enough. The problem was convincing the Expector and his gal to stick around after he got a whiff of tantalizing familiarity.
What does that mean?
Long story short, they wandered off and haven't come back. I suppose we gotta go look for them, eh?
See the bugs falling after him. Up there's Nash's stalker. Who's this? Oh, zombie brand, zombie guy. He's gonna recruit the other zombies. Dude, I was hoping he would show up because we actually haven't annihilated these zombies yet. Anytime he comes to try to recruit zombies, we've usually dealt with them. This goes way back to the Realm Reborn questing. with the gentlemanly zombies.
Hey, is that a corpse? A smiling corpse?
You needn't fret, detective. This dapper zombie is an old acquaintance of mine.
Man, it's been a while. I forget how I voiced you, fellow. Gentle Deadman, yep.
Allow me to introduce myself, good sir. I am a proud member of the Gentle Deadmen, the disciple of Master Zombiebrand.
I've been on the road seeking out new recruits for our merry, moldering band. Said search is what brought me here, and into the midst of this unexpected yet most welcome reunion. All the way out here to an entirely different continent.
I don't usually hold with necromancy.
But you do know of necromancy.
But he seems harmless enough, so, if you're done catching up, we got a case to work on.
In actual fact, our conversation was almost entirely case adjacent. Employing his nose for festering fellows, this gentle zombie traced the stench of necromantic decay to the very facility in which I once slumbered.
They're just having a conversation. They're mimicking his dance that he did for the first confrontation with the zombies.
Yes, I became fast friends with one of the reanimated researchers there. During the process of getting to know each other, he spoke briefly on the only person left alive after the incident.
Whatever the incident was that left them all zombies.
Yeah, anyway, so we are at this facility now, but, it's a job, we enjoy it. This is our heart now. It's life, you know what I'm saying?
According to my new charnel chum, all the lab workers perished in an accident resulted in when an accident resulted in the leakage of highly toxic substance.
Wow. Okay, we finally know what happened to them.
All that is to say, for a single man who habitually wore a protective gas mask.
Ah, yes, that does sound like a researcher friend. Honestly, goes to show, guys, protective equipment for reasons such as this.
Keshkai is the name. He was second in charge after the overseer himself, yet disdained by his peers as a condescending know-it-all.
Carnelian's gonna play him like a fucking flute. Basically, we know of him if he has that big of an ego. And it seems like he resented Kanaloka, who was the overseer. Interesting.
They did, however, grudgingly recognize his passion for his work. Even after devoting a full day to official experiments, he would pour his remaining time and energy into some mysterious side project
With the criminals, or was this before that?
And he was the sole surviving researcher, you say? Sounds like we finally have a name for our mastermind. Courtesy of the shambling undead, no less. No matter how many years I do this job.
Things still surprise you?
No matter how many years I do this job. Well, thanks for that.
Thanks, gentle dead man. Hope you actually have some proper recruits this time. Glad we didn't kill them all. Thank Hildibrand for that.
Glad to be of service. Now, if you excuse me, my new recruit and I have a cafe tour planned.
They're doing a cafe tour. All right. So he managed to get one new recruit. His carnal chum.
So that fellow was an honest-to-God's walking corpse, huh? I've met weird folks in my line of work. But do you always keep company with such oddballs?
Oh yeah. I mean, particularly in this quest line, but you know, you meet all sorts. Have I told you about the aliens that we met in this quest line? A mammoth. A very unique mammoth. Honestly, the entire Hildibrand family. the entirety of the Mandervilles. Including Julian. Yep. Sometimes, unfortunately, sigh. But you know, it makes things interesting.
That was out of line. It's just... I reckon there are forces in this world you're better off not messing with.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's why we don't question the Hildibrand stuff, man. We don't question it. Listen, we don't mess with this guy, that kind of power.
Anyway, let me take these pots back to Mom.
And now I know he's probably talking about the necromancy, though.
Anyway, let me take these pots back to Monum and get my wheeler repaired. Shouldn't take too long. I'll ride him back here to make sure he's running smoothly and you can see the magnificent beast in all his glory.
I wonder if we can see, well, first of all, there's Nash's stalker. Glad to see him back. Disappeared from the last chapter. Sorry, I'm just going this way because I'm wondering if we can see them on their cafe tour. I wonder if they actually placed them. I don't think they have, though. I like how the one zombie apparently got recruited, just like, you know what? I'm so sick of this hunt. I want to see the world. All right, Nashu.
Our gentle zombie friend was as reanimated as ever.
As reanimated as ever. All right, Hildibrand.
Detective Hardboiled seems somewhat nervous. Excited to reclaim his pride and joy, perhaps?
Mayhaps, depending on if his pride and joy is actually his pride and joy, or... Oh. Well, never mind. It's got a... Is that a gun on the front? Damn. All right. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Core, would you look at that?
Dun, 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 dun. Wow, actually, you know what? That was pretty good.
Core.
I want something cool like that. Oh, there's our bug friend assistant.
What do you think, Kelvin? I call him Night Stallion.
Okay.
He's a custom job built for yours truly and has far too much horsepower for the average mook to handle.
I see.
By the way, what do you think, Kelvin, specifically, not these other guys?
Damn, I'm impressed, my guy.
Anti-gravity capabilities are standard, but when it comes to ground speed, he's been tweaked to achieve the highest possible performance. The trick is to install quick heat and motor coils.
Okay. The anti-gravity stuff, I think, is the conversion from electro stuff. Oh, the guy... No, don't look down, guy. They're toying with it.
But won't the increased heat compromise the magnetic field's integrity, you ask?
He really likes his last time at the end card, he went on and on about the capabilities of his gun. So he's really a tech enthusiast.
Well, that's a valid concern. A hardened drivetrain responds completely differently when you open up the throttle and... Touch it and you're dead. You. Get those filthy hands off my ride.
I merely thought to enhance your beloved steed with a touch of Salamanderville.
Salamanderville oil?
So you have this amazing machine. So you've had this amazing machine this whole time? Why haven't you been riding it until now?
So fresh-faced and innocent. The spitting image of my assistant.
Yeah, this assistant.
I'll never forget the day I hung up my spurs. My spurs for the Night Stallion. It was right after I caught Carnelian.
The Crime King. Hildibrand's on the bike. Oh. Flashback, flashback, flashback.
I've been simmering thoughts of vengeance, fit to burst my shell at any moment. I was badass back then.
He didn't have a robe as he did before. He had a cool jacket. Car chase sequence. Oh, he's casting magic. Ah, the Akira slide, they had to. Shot off his regulator.
Big house is too good for the likes of the Crime King. See you in hell, Your Majesty. That's what I said.
Wow, okay. Oh, dear. Because he's the Crime King.
Stop right there. This is the robot police.
So he's gonna straight out kill him. But then the robot police brought him in. Shoulda pulled the trigger. Is I think the voice that we decided to go for this guy last time. But maybe we barely had time to really voice him. We could change it up. Perhaps we go with something more like, Because I feel like if I'm that voice is just gonna go in the Brooklyn accent. Maybe instead we'll give him this accent. Should have pulled the trigger when you had the chance. You've gone soft, hard-boiled. We'll go with that one. I'm in this flashback now. Wait, hold on. This flashback exceeds legal length. What do you mean, legal length? We only have a certain amount of time flashback can give us. The legal has given us for flashback time.
Laced with illicit embellishments, no doubt.
I'm also here. Oh my goodness. Wrap it up, Gumshoe. Or stick to the facts. Yeah, we'll go stick to the facts. We're all about the truth. The backdrop falling away. That was great.
To cut to the chase, my assistant was avenged. Slinging the crime king into the slammer took me off the boil, and riding cold just ain't my style.
I see. Took you off the hard boiled, or?
But now the carnelian's on the streets again. It's time for me to get back in the saddle. They were saying that Cactuar punk flew over Thule, whatever.
Thule for short is fine.
Then blew past a dirigible on his way south, right? What kind of territory are we looking at?
Jungle. Forest?
Lots of big trees, are there? Then let's make this Yaktail's dirigible landing our starting point. I'll take Night Stallion and meet you there.
What is it like, the bicycle bell? Also open eyes. Yeah, that was epic. What a fun little flashback cutscene. All right, there he goes. All right. To Yaktel will be going then. Nashu?
I wish I had a shiny airwheeler like the detective. I'd finally be able to keep up with the inspector.
With the inspector. Yeah, whenever he Team Rocket blasting off again. Meteorites. I'm sorry. Meteorites and Meteor wrongs. All right. This one's deserving a screenshot. Meteorites and Meteor wrongs. All right. Hildibrand is eager to take to the air.
Right, we shall find our way to this cocktail.
You mean Yaktail? Yaktail? Is it? Don't tell me it's pronounced Yaktail. No. He's probably just extra mispronouncing it.
Yeah, Yaktail original, cocktail original landing. See you there.
I'm pretty sure it was Yak's tail, Inspector.
Neither of those. Yaktail. All right. Away we go. Let me also take a quick sip of water here. Hold on. Get to Yaktail. Here we are. And then let me take a quick sip of water. We'll also run this ad here real quick just so it doesn't play while we're doing the story stuff. Yeah, stay hydrated, everybody. Stay hydrated. All right, hydration achieved, and the ad should be done with. So let us continue here with Hildibrand. Nashu, and I do like the Yaktail Night music. All right, anyway.
Sailing through the air is a lovely way to travel.
Hildibrand?
That was my first time aboard a dirigible. 'Tis not so different from an airship. If said airship had jettisoned its own means of propulsion.
Hard-boiled?
Ah, you made it. Even this jaded old gumshoe had to appreciate that view coming in over the treetops.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, I talked to the locals.
You did?
While waiting for you lot to arrive, and one fella had seen Mr. Cactua flying down the lower forests.
All right. The Jaktika Heartland.
I'm told the biggest place out that way is a settlement called Mamook. So that'll be our next destination. Let's head over there, walk the streets, ask some questions, you know, the usual.
Very good, detective, but what's become of your wondrous wheeler?
That stallion would draw more attention than I'd like. I'll use the autopilot function to call him if I need him, but otherwise I'll make do with my own 2 feet.
Okay, so he's got it on like remote control, can radio it in basically to autopilot to him. Cool. All right, to Mamook we go. Oh, I didn't look to see if there was the stalker or anybody around. I don't know, has Nashu's stalker followed us all the way here? Maybe he's in Solution 9 but is not following us all the way. I don't see him. And I don't know if I saw him. I should have looked for him before we left, but yeah, not here. They usually place him fairly nearby, not too long a radius. Yeah, look at this. All right, Nashu.
Core, it's awfully dark here beneath the canopy.
Hildibrand?
Such a dense proliferation of forest giants. I'm reminded of the 12's
Yeah, a little bit. If you know, there's more trees in the 12's wood. There's a lot of trees, but like bigger trees. I mean, there's a fair amount of bigger trees too. But you know, it's around reborn development times. There should have been more trees. There could have been more trees. All right, hard boiled.
That must be Mamook. They build things different down here, huh?
Yeah, compared to up top, that's because this is where a lot of the Multa live.
But we ain't got time to admire the architecture. Spread out and find someone who's clapped eyes on that cactua.
All right. Let's go speak to the locals. Hello, excuse me. Have you found a particular, odd machine that was carrying a giant plant being on it? Linelja.
Why, yes, I did see an unusual creature riding a strange vehicle through the forest at breakneck speeds. The vehicle's terrible noise is what first drew my attention, followed by the incomprehensible yelling of its pilot. The sight of this posturing man-plant was so absurd I found myself more bemused than frightened.
I see.
As I said, the vehicle's racket and its pilot's yelling startled me, but I could never be scared of something so
ridiculous.
Man, I feel ya.
I mean, it was crazy to look at, but it was so funny I had to laugh.
All right, we got some people on far edges of town. Up Mount Roulette form of the moon truck from the cosmic exploration stuff. The red one. All right, Marielja, hello. Have you seen a crazy vehicle with a flying plant man?
Yes, I've encountered the fiend you described. You described the forest has its share of fantastical creatures, but this one was undeniably out of place. I observed it smashing one of the giant meteorites with a club.
Oh, really?
Then racing away with the broken pieces.
Interesting.
Make of that what you will.
So they here for the meteorite fragments this time. Interesting, interesting. They do admit a certain ether. That's all we know about. Oh, Hildibrand and Nashu are here. What's this? Oh, they're looking at one of the banana peels.
I stepped on a banana peel and almost went tail over tea kettle. Could this have been a devious trap laid by our quarry?
I don't think so. I just think that's your clumbers. Oh, hey, Nash, you stalker. Oh, you are here. Look at him down to his old shenanigans. Man, at the end of the Endwalker Hildibrand questline, Nachu Stalker was doing like a training montage or whatever, and that has yet to bear fruition yet. He was doing like actual like physical training, and it was just like, is it just to keep up with Nashu, or
when I had to protect Nashu, Mr. Nashu, I'm gonna be so powerful.
All right, anyway, Nashu.
That banana peel is almost as sparkly as the inspector was.
Oh, with the rainbow lightning, yes. Now we're left form of wind cat. Oh, hey, Bakulja. I wonder if we can find Heart of Oil somewhere. Also, Bakulja not to be confused with Bakul Jaja. He's the lesser cool Bakul. Or perhaps before he was the cooler Bakul. Yeah, I don't know if Hildibrand was outside where the building we saw before. Oh, no, here he is.
He'd be spiky and green, riding a strange flying machine.
All right, so he's questioning locals as well. Oh, Mount Roulette form of Archaetic Alliance raid dice. Dun, 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 dun. Ding, 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 ding. Might as well use the special dismount animation because we can. Platform destroyed. All right.
The subject of the recent gossip. I crossed paths with the creature myself, and it was indeed odd. But the machine it rode was the true wonder. He pulled up alongside me and my wyvern, challenged us to a race, then zoomed off with astounding swiftness. If you are planning to catch that fiend, you'll need an equally miraculous mount.
Yeah, we got a lot of mounts in our arsenal, and we have the Night Stallion.
Such incredible speed. My wyvern might as well have been standing still.
Well, I don't think the wyverns are built for speed. All right, let's go on our own air railer. All right, here we go. Heart of Oiled.
So, what's the rap?
apparently challenge people to races, getting meteorite shards, and being generally funny.
The testimonies I gathered were very much the same. There is a cactuar racing around there, and that much can be certain. There's a cactuar racing around out there, and that much can be certain.
But if he's making stops to bag meteorite fragments, then this ain't no simple joyride. Talk to me, Cohen. Something about those rocks I don't know.
They emit a strange ether, and when they resonate with plant life that resonates with a similar ether, will grow much better, and those that won't will wither. So ones that don't vibe with that ether. Apparently crashed down here like many, however many years ago.
Some kind of special etheric radiation, eh?
Yep.
Talk to me, Cohen. You're our informant here in the outside lands. We haven't pieced together Kashkai's big plan yet, but he seems real interested in those space stones.
I'll pose there for a moment.
Which means we've got a good chance of finding this spiky goon by staking out the spots where the meteorites are.
I mean, there's lots of meteorites.
If we nab the Cactuar, we can make him lead us to the researcher and to Carnelian. When I say us, I mean me and Night Stallion, of course. Once we find him, the rest of you won't be able to give chase without an air-wheeler.
I have an air-wheeler. I have one.
I need no such contrivance. These legs have been conditioned by an intensive chocobo-bearing exercise regimen.
Oh yeah, he was talking about it last time when he was talking about how Shaloni reminded him of the of Thanalan that his father made him run bearing a chocobo on his back. Also, hey, Uru. Hello, welcome. Meowdy, the Hydra Tech, thank you. I'll make sure to take a sip of water when we're done dialoguing here. Everybody else, make sure you're staying hydrated out there. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Thank you for the reminder. Alright, yeah, Hildibrand might be able to keep up on his legs alone. Oh, well, there they go.
Well, good luck to him. Still think he's a weak-willed punk, but I can't deny that uncanny body of his is made of stunner stuff.
Yep, he's uncannily resilient. Thank goodness he wouldn't have survived otherwise.
Let's get on with it then. I hear there's a few good-sized meteorites alongside the road that leads out of town. We'll start at the near end and hope the mook puts in an appearance.
Alright, stoic nod, stoic nod. Alright, let me see. Let me take that quick sip of water. Once again, make sure you're staying hydrated out there, everybody. Alright, hydration achieved. Let's keep going. No hydrate for you, only dehydrate? Nah! You're the one that posted the hydration reminder, therefore you must hydrate. It's written. Up, looks like Hildibrand and Nashu are also here. We haven't seen hide no hair of the little bug. Since we've entered here in Yagdal. Nashu Stalker, also not here again. But we did see him earlier, so. Alright, Nashu.
Who knew meteorites were so big or bumpy?
Okay, Hildibrand.
Fancy meeting you here. I do detect this may very well be the scene of our criminal's next crime.
Did you? Also, you know, I said congrats before, but congrats on clearing the tier. Thank you. Yeah, for those who don't know, we did get M12S, the last fight of the last raid tier for the arcade, and we did kill that yesterday. It was unfortunately a one chest. I didn't think we'd actually kill it, but they had listed it as an any chest. But I was just like, yeah, you know, we'll get some practice in, and we got it. So apparently there was some parsers in there, and they were doing big damage, and we absolutely crushed it. We crushed it. So managed to make it through Idyllic Dream cleanly and beat the damage check soundly. So very happy to have gotten the clear on that, even though we didn't really get the chance at much loot. I did get the dancer weapons. That was like the only thing that dropped. That was the only thing that dropped, and I yoinked them. So not that I play a lot of dancer, so perhaps I shouldn't have greeted on it, but we do have this now. But hopefully, yeah, in the future, now that we've gotten the clear, I can join raid clear groups, and I'll be able to hopefully roll well on loot the next time we clear. Now I don't have to worry about, you know, like, because I've been saving getting the clear for it to be on stream, and now I can be like, you know, I can get it off stream whenever if I need to. Had time to learn dancer? Yeah, apparently government mandated dancer for winning that loot. My new go-to Finn's range. All right, though, hard-boiled. Let's continue here.
Is that clumsy oaf trying to hide?
Hildibrand? Yeah. All right, this is our vantage point. Man, we're all so conspicuous hanging around at this meteor.
No wheeler riding cactua around here. Let's move on.
Oh, we're not laying an ambush. Okay, we're not laying an ambush. We're just looking for where the meteorites are.
Oh, that idiot inspector took off like he had the case all sewn up, but running fast didn't find him any leads, did it? And here I thought he was onto something.
Sometimes he is, sometimes he's not. And usually when he is, he kind of stumbles into it.
That way, Nashu! I think I may be onto something!
Is he just following hard-boiled?
Right away, Inspector!
All right. Oh, so you said now you're going to be honest, you do want to clear the tier, but either way the relic weapon's probably going to be bis anyway. Yeah, but that'll be a little bit later down the line. And, yeah. Like, you know, I want the weapon for the sake of it, for being bis. But I'm just happy to clear the fight. And also I do want the mount. As typical in the past, aside from ultimate weapon, which is now, yeah. Only thing you want is the mount personally? Fair enough. Yeah, the weapons aren't really like, I don't really, some of them could be interesting visually, but I'm not a big fan of the high-tech look, so definitely won't be picking them up for glam purposes. And so outside, maybe picking up, like, my main weapon, and then maybe, like, a couple of other ones for some of the DPS. There won't be much reason, but I do really like the fight, so... And, I'm happy to help people out with it, and I wouldn't mind re-clearing it. You know, for Howling Blade, M8, that fight was like it was a fun fight, but man, the second phase was so nerve-wracking. That's why sort of like I when I finished Howling Blade, I got my main weapon and the mount, and then I stopped doing Howling Blade entirely because man, the second phase made me so nervous because there was no checkpoint, and I was just like, if I fuck up here, it's all over. And like the part of the phase where everybody split off from one another is, for a healer, it's like so nerve-wracking, because if anybody dies there, you're fucked. And you know, like the healers are split and everybody's split, and so you're doing like freaking spot heals, and it's like it's a lot on the healers. So but this fight I really enjoy. So, and this phase 2 checkpoint just takes a lot of the pressure off. Yeah, fight looks amazing and fun. Yeah, it's a lot for sure, especially in the second phase. But once you get it, man, it's good. You having fun with the first phase when you were progging? Hell yeah. Yeah, it's a fun fight. I enjoy it. I have a fun capstone to the Arcadian. It's been a great raid series. All right, Hildibrand.
If you endure but a little while longer, Nashu.
Is it almost time to eat?
Of course, she's looking for food. Nashu always is. All right, hard-boiled.
Is that dolt trying to keep out of sight or not?
No, he's just in the middle of the open. Nashu's in a bush, partially at least.
No sign of him here either. On to the next meteorite.
I detect a hint of criminality in that direction. Definitely not just following hard-boiled. Onwards, Nashu. We mustn't let the detective beat us to the punch.
So he is just following him.
Hi, Kedwin.
Hi, Nashu. The stop for the little wave.
Dun, 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 dun.
Up, Nashu Stalker's here.
Oh, he's got the bug on his head.
So the two stalkers have teamed up. Now, to be fair, I think this is Detective Hardible's assistant who got magically turned into a bug. And is only probably stalking Hardible because Hardible is afraid of the bugs because apparently they were bearers of disease. I love that they're both together now. All right. Meanwhile, these guys in the bush. Look, he's eating a banana. You know, dude, I don't think we've ever seen one of these bananas mid-peel. Look at that. Jesus Christ, they made it glow like the sun. And now she's eating a taco.
Yay, food break time. Much travel tacos.
I want a travel taco. Hildibrand.
I say, Munch, these bananas, Munch, are really quite good. Yeah, and if you do the Mamuja gathering reputation, there's more glowing fruits that we cultivate.
All right. As an effect of the, ether.
I can murder an egg right about now. I too want a snack break, but instead of saying that, I'm going to say I can murder an egg.
Hold on. Hold on. I feel like we need a snack break too. Where are our snack breaking emotes? breakfast, whatever this is. There we go. We have a little bun. All right. I want to hold on. I want to take a screenshot because that was cute. What other ones do we have? Drink green tea, eat pumpkin cookie. Now we'll just do the bread bun. All right. Mandated snack break. Everybody, if y'all need a bit, this is your Hildibrand reminder to have a snack. All right, vantage point. Up, we've got our man. Our cactuar, as it were. Our cactuar man. We've got our plant. Oh, he really does have a spiky club. Oh, there he is. Wait, oh shit, the dialogue's going on. Look out to the side of the south needle, make it bigger, unmatchable, catchable spike, uncatchable spike. Oh my god. He's got his own intro frame. Spike. What is this, like Smash Brothers? It says, look out and stay aside, or it's the 1,000 needles in your heart. Make way for the unmatchable, uncatchable spike. There we go.
This one looks ripe for the submission.
Or,
This one looks ripe for the submission.
I think that's the voice we'll give him.
Hold it right there. I'm gonna need you to hop off that air wheeler.
They gave him sunglasses. Stop right there, criminal scum.
Huh? Ah, you must be the blowhards I was warned about. I think you can give orders to the succulent speedster.
The succulent speedster. What? Did they just did he duct tape these on or did he stick them into the cactus?
My ride is maxed out with the black market mods, and there ain't no one faster.
The black market mods.
Keep up if you can, slowpokes.
How does he even maneuver the motorcycle with the giant hands? He left his club.
If that's the way it's gonna be, challenge accepted. To me, Night Stallion, it's time to burn rubber.
All right, there he goes. Up, then there's Hildibrand. I'm right behind you!
And I'm right behind you, Inspector.
Oh well, our turn to also try to catch up on foot, I suppose. Hildibrand becoming Knight Rider was not on my list of things to see. Pfft. I guess. Yeah! Oh, the dialogue is going straight into it.
Damn it, the stallion's at full gallop and I'm still trailing.
Twin seem you require my assistance after all. The double take. Like how prim and proper said, what the? You caught up to me on foot? He's crazy like that, man. You see his father.
Fine, change your plans.
Oh no, the banana. Where does gun go?
Where's my damn python?
All right, I think that's what the brand of his gun is called. Molt Python or whatever it's called. He yoinked the gun. I'll just tweak the weapon's elemental settings like so. He can do that. Hildibrand, are you sure you're doing it correctly? I wouldn't trust this man with the technology. Holy crap. Wait a second. Is this the actual Hildibrand? But no way Carnelian could have caught up with them on foot. With you steering and me providing the thrust, that fiend will soon learn a harsh lesson. No, wait. Is he gonna shoot fire? Nothing outruns a fired-up mandible man. Uh-oh. Holy shit, alright, there they go. Gain control. This was more fire than I thought it. Yeah, oh my god, over Mamook, dude. Run, guys.
They're actually gaining on me. Come on, then I feel the needle.
For speed. Is in the need for speed. Oh my god, they're going on the rock walls. Holy shit. Oh, we did it! Victory is ours! Uh-oh. The bike can't take it. Up into the cenote. Oh no. Rest in peace, Night Stallion. Into the night.
Well, what about on your whack jobs? This is why I gotta take care of ride. I can't believe a single tear. I can't believe it. My undefeated win streak.
Oh, so
My undefeated record. My legendary win streak. It's over.
single tear. Was that? Did they technically beat the win streak because they surpassed you once?
Man, you guys crashed out, but you beat me, and so you have my respect. And yet, I feel strangely content.
You're actually given some competition? Hello, guys. We're finally here. I'm ready to apprehend. He sits down.
Enough. You win. Just hand me over to the coppers and be done with it.
They're the sound effect that they use for the barrel tender in the dungeon. All right. Every single of these petty criminals we've apprehended, it has always been through, like I said, I think most of the petty criminals were just doing it because they were bored in Solution 9 based on what we've heard of their backstories. And most of the time, we've apprehended them by gaining their respect or in some way.
So the researcher forced you to work for him, like he did with the other fiends.
Also, I am also here for the Mamook Guard, and this guy over here for Tuliolol, we will apprehend him. Yeah, he's sort of been causing trouble. we called the guards.
That's right. Told me to smash and grab the meteorites from the forest, but not what he wanted them for.
Okay. So it is for the meteorites.
All this way to nab some delinquent goon and no leads on Kashkai or Carnelian to show for it. Not to mention my beautiful ride getting trashed. That one's on you, Hildibrand.
Well, if it wasn't for Hildibrand, y'all wouldn't have beaten that. But yeah, the bike couldn't take it.
Perhaps we can try running together next time. Oh, if you're looking for Kashtai, I know exactly where he'll be. Waiting for my meteorite delivery over by the cliffs southwest of here.
Oh ho.
Oh, why didn't you say that sooner? I bet Carnelian is there with him. He won't escape me this time.
Oh, there he goes.
I leave this criminal cactuar in your custody. Fiendish appearance aside, 'tis a man so within, so please treat him accordingly.
Yeah, every time we've left him with the we've left him with the authorities, we tell them that yeah, he might be in the body of a beast, but it's a person's soul. Yeah, shit's real weird, guys. Don't worry about it. You know what? I've seen strange things coming out of Solution 9. I will just go with it.
Now let us follow the detective to these cliffs, shall we? I must ensure these villains are served a gentleman's justice.
Up there's the bug. All right. All the way out this way, then. As we're flying, let me take a quick sip of water. Make sure you're staying hydrated out there, everybody. Stay hydrated. Send us all the way across the zone. All right, here we are. Up there's Nashu Stalker and the little bug. Look at him. I wonder if Nashu Stalker knows the little bug is there. The little bug got in a ride with Nashu Stalker. Alright, Hildibrand.
Do you smell it? The scent of criminality is in the air.
Nashu? Up. Narcolepsy has hit for her again.
Poor belly. Happy heart.
Nashu's a simple creature. Alright, Heart of Oil.
Shh. I can hear them just up ahead. Let me get a drop on them before we all go barging in.
Can you hear them just up ahead? Okay, alright.
Oh, they got the freaking M8S, the Howling Blade, the Savage Mount.
He's late.
We must assume something went wrong. Actual name Keshkai now.
These meteorites will provide the perfect energy source, and I would prefer to harvest a surplus.
but it is too great a risk to linger here.
Interesting. Perfect energy source. Okay. All right. Okay.
Freeze, mage. You so much as twitch your lips and I'll light you up.
Gasp. No, I've worked too hard to give up now. You'll never take me alive.
Up, he got away, but Carnelian didn't.
He's getting away.
He'll keep. I've got the one I want. But don't think I'm taking you in just so you can escape. Never again.
Murder is not the answer, detective.
Oh, he's turned into the slime. Well, what's happening?
Where did Cornelian go?
He's the slime. Oh no, shooting him right out. He can do that?
You almost had me.
If not for this bumbling fool you tolerate.
Soft as ever.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Ooh, the dark version of this music. Don't listen to the crazy man. Why? He just teleports away so quickly. Up. It started to rain. Storm on the horizon. We needed the moody scenery.
Gasp.
And Heart of Boil, don't listen to what that idiot villain has to say.
You and me are done, Hildibrand. Stay out of my way.
Oh, there we go. Bug's going with him. It's his assistant. For sure.
My recent inadequacies as an inspector appeared to have earned the detective's hire. 'Twas you he turned to for assistance with this case, Kelwyn. 'Tis only fitting that you remain at his side for the duration.
All right, if you think so.
Meanwhile, Nashu and I shall persist with our independent inquiries.
All right, he needs backup. Hard-boiled. Even though he's being told to push everybody away. Now, to be fair, Hildibrand is a buffoon. But, you know, we're going to work our way through it in the end. You know, he's a buffoon, but he's our buffoon. Up, and here we go. The little bug is back over here again. All right. And he's surprisingly effective. Wouldn't have been able to beat that guy without him, wouldn't, right?
outside for the sudden exit back there. But that yoke for brains had me steaming.
Oh, we have the option for dot. Hildibrand only wants to help. He's a well-intentioned idiot. And usually, like I said, surprisingly effective. He gets it done in the end in his own way.
That's the problem. His help ain't nothing but a hindrance.
You'd be surprised. Sometimes, yes. But the all works out in the end. What are we looking at? Oh, are they still off to the side? They've been discovered. Nashu Stalker over one over.
Oh, for the love of... I see you skulking over there, soft-boiled.
Isn't this a delightful spot of serendipity? We were simply following the villain's trail, and look how we've all run into each other, completely by chance.
He's not like, ooh. The sad look.
We're only passing through after all. We shall apprehend that mastermind with our own tried and true methodology, we shall see.
Oh, Nashu Stalker's gone hiding again. Oh, there they go.
Going. I want you on the case with me from here on out.
Well, he has been mostly interfacing directly with us, and then Hildibrand and Nashu have just also tagged along.
When it comes to a proper guide beyond the dome, as well as being tougher than yours truly, no one else fits the bill.
Thank you. Yes. We have experience beyond the dome and in Duliolo, and we're tough as nails. Well, he could find a guide. He wouldn't never find one as tough as us.
You might need to cool your heels for a bit while I work on salvaging more data. But Hard-boiled always gets his files in the end.
Always gets his man in the end, I see.
See you around.
All right. Interesting. I don't know why this chapter just... Wait, hold on. There's going to be a meanwhile. Meanwhile, elsewhere. This is back at the research facility? Unless he's built an entire new one. I don't think he has the resources to do that.
At long last, my scheme is coming to fruition. No longer must I endure the company of incompetent colleagues. All is in readiness. The replication of my brilliant mind is at hand.
Oh, is he gonna try? Okay, so... is he gonna be using the clone replication technology from Pew Pew's ship to make more of himself? Or does it go based on his research into that ship?
Never again will I be known as the Canaloka Corpus Second Best.
Oh, he does have a lot of resentment for Kenaloka.
My name shall ring across the lands, carried far and wide by an army of unrivaled geniuses.
That is his plan.
something amusing.
Oh, just the fact that you repaired a device capable of miracles, yet your plans for it are so very banal. Oh. Interesting.
You dare mock me?
Oh. He's showing his true cards at this point. Did he kill him? What a bull. I think he killed him. Oh, all right. Well, that villain's gone done with. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking of keeping such a dangerous dude and thinking that he was just gonna, like, you know, be okay with being his minion with apparently no combative capabilities himself or any, like, contingency plan. What a bore he was. Now, to realize a dream worthy of this marvelous technology. It is. It's Pew Pew Ship. Oh no. An actual through line of the story. I mean, if he can copy Carnelian and Carnelian could copy anybody else, that's gonna be crazy. Because he's in the mimic slime body.
Detective Hardboiled, they called me. Cool and tough as a cucumber wrapped in old leather. I'm a man who prefers his own company. Today's egg was overdone. Today's egg, I let the pot boil and boil to match my mood.
Leaves the eggshells lying around.
They say you can't make a cracked shell whole again. Maybe it's time I smashed it completely.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Also, where did the music go?
Core, those are some troubling thoughts. Can anyone save Detective Hardboiled from himself?
Damn.
I bet the inspector can. With us on the case, a happy ending is never far away.
See you, Inspector. All right. That was a good chapter. A lot of the flashy chase scene cutscenes with the flashback and then the chase through the forest. Like I say, I didn't know why this one felt shorter. But, you know, I don't think it was actually physically shorter, it just felt shorter. Short but very good celebratory storytelling, yeah. I do really like the Dawntrail Hildibrand questline has been a really good one. I've really enjoyed it so far. It might actually end up being my favorite of the Hildibrand quest lines. All right, Hardboiled.
Sheesh, Kelvin. I work fast, but not that fast. Come back another day, will you? Oh, before you go, do you remember what I said do you remember when I said I felt eyes on me? Well, I still feel like I'm being watched. Maybe I do have some addle-headed admirer after all.
Yeah, your assistant in bug form. Anyway, I think the next chapter of Hildibrand is actually going to be the finale.
So it'll be the grand finale of this quest line. It seems the researcher is dead, so he's been dealt with, unless he did have a contingency plan and he's gonna come back into it somehow. And now Carnelian's our main guy going forward, and he's gonna be somehow using Pew Pew's clone ship technology to do something. Now, in the Endwalker quest line, like I said at the very end, the last cutscene, there was Nashu's stalker doing a training montage, and Nashu's stalker ran into Brandyhild, who was the imperfect clone of Hildibrand from Pew Pew ship, the blocky Hildibrand that actually ended up being a genius, because he's an imperfect clone of Hildibrand, but that meant that he ended up being smarter or whatever. And he was presumed dead when he got blasted off or whatever, but he lived, and he ended up crashing landing near Nashu's stalker. And so if we're bringing back Pew Pew's clone technology into this, maybe Brandyhild is going to show up. Maybe Brandyhild is going to show up, and there's going to be resolution to that training montage thing with Nashu's stalker at the very end. We shall see. We shall see. But I feel like there's definitely going to be a resolution to the little whatever's happening with the little bug, who once again pretty sure is actually Hardboiled's assistant, who the magic that Carnelian used didn't kill her, but just transformed her into a bug. So maybe the lesson is going to be, if he did kill Carnelian, he would never have been able to untransform his assistant or whatever is going to be the moral of the thing or whatever. We'll have to see where this ends up. We'll have to see where this ends up. But like I said, I've been loving it so far. I like our little mishmash of these little minor monster villains. These little villains in the monster bodies, and we get to go around sort of the different zones of some of the different zones of Thrall. And yeah, I feel like this was shorter because I feel like we didn't get a lot of I don't feel like we got a lot of new information with this one. Besides learning the researcher's name, only for him to get offed at the end of this. Who knows? Well, we did. I guess we did also learn. We learned how the researcher died at that station. Apparently, some toxic waste mishap that apparently, I guess, also turned them into zombies, I suppose. So there's that. So we now know what caused the incident. Yeah, so we learned about the researcher, but I don't think there was much else revealed. Nashu's stalker is back. Like I said, we didn't see Nashu's stalker for most of the last, I think all of the last chapter. So good to see him again. Always fun looking around for him around the quest lines. And yeah, man, I can't. Like I said, it's a fun storyline. It's a fun storyline. Probably one of my favorite, if not my most favorite, of the Hildibrand, the Hildibrand quest line so far. Love the characters. I think it's been great. it's been a good time, and I like the little bit of the little lore bits and things like that we've been getting. Specifically with this one for we knew that they had been doing research into putting people's souls into beast bodies, and the fact that we get sort of some of the outcome with that with the Hildibrand storyline has been pretty cool. To see oh yeah, this is sort of that aspect of it. And yeah, I like the characters. Hardboiled's very cool. And I like all of the little noir detective cutscenes and things like that. It's good themes. It's a fun time. It's a fun time. And yeah, I look forward to continuing this next time. Wherever the Detective Hildibrand, the Dawntrail Detective Hildibrand storyline will take us for what will probably be the finale. Next time. Yeah, looking forward to it.